Patriots are 2/3 of the way through their mandatory minicamp here at Gillette Stadium, and with every practice that we see, I mean, it looks good on paper all off season, but then you see it in person, and you're just like, you know, this is a good defense that the Patriots are throwing out there every single day, and there's just so much offensive depth that you wonder how other defenses are going to try to slow these guys down.
Yeah, obviously there's no contact yet, and you have to factor that into the equation, but wave after wave after wave of what either Tom Brady or Jimmy Garoppolo or even Jacoby Brissett gets to have out there, you know, it's pretty awesome. And you know, I was watching Tom Brady work with just the running backs today, and from the 10-yard line on in and throwing passes, they're opening up new opportunities. I mean, we could see a set where he just has running backs lined up. Honest to God, from the outside in, they could just throw running backs at you, and not to run, to catch passes. That's how much they're going to play with the defense's minds this year.
There was a point during Tuesday's workout when Mike Gillislee was working with the third stringers. There was a point today when James White was catching passes from Jacoby Brissett. I mean, that's how deep they are. You've got starters from 1 to 5 at the depth chart that you have to use these guys down with the third stringers at various points. I mean, you look at Brandon Cooks, it looks like the real deal. The passes that he's catching down the field. I mean, there was a point when Brady just chucked it like 40 yards down the field today, and Cooks ran by everybody, including Devin McCourty. He had one play when he was a drag route over the middle and then turned and ran, and you could just see that his speed is just at a different level than what you're used to here. And then you kind of go down the depth chart. Danny Amendola caught 4 passes today. You know, Chris Hogan is probably the most underrated guy in the lineup right now, and he just had one of the best yards per catch averages in the Brady era.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And I think really today, I mean, the first couple practices we saw were kind of in the rain and the muck and mire, and you know, Brandon Cooks made some plays, but today he really, you know, caught your eye because he was just blowing by people. And as you said, the play it was almost like, okay, just go run down the middle, and he ran, and Brady just chucked it for all he was worth. And guess who was on the receiving end? Brandon Cooks.
I mean, their second string tight end is Dwayne Allen, who's had 4 drops in the first 2 practices and has talked about how angry at himself he's been, how he demands excellence from himself because he knows the team demands the same thing. We still haven't seen, I mean, we've seen Gronk out there every single rep just about. We haven't seen him take over a practice yet. And the offense is still clicking.
It's interesting. Gronk is almost an afterthought.
Yeah.
And when is that? You know, how is that the case? You know, he's coming back from back injury. He's out there, you know, galloping along, catching passes, doing his thing. And he's almost an afterthought right now. Amazing.
The other crazy thing, I mean, Malcolm Butler and Stephon Gilmore both are having a really good minicamp, in my opinion, so far.
Yeah.
And the offense is still having their way with a lot of these guys because of how deep they are. Yeah, it's a passing camp. Yeah, there's no contact, but they're still doing it against a defense that is largely still intact from the group that just had the best scoring average in the NFL in the last 3 years. So minicamp wraps up on Thursday, one more OTA in front of the media on Monday, and then the Patriots close up shop for about 6 weeks before training camp.